a whitetail nut. I love chasing giant bucks around North America, and some of my deer that I've hunted over the years, obviously a lot of them are right here. I've got some more coming here in the near future, but this is kind of my Hall of Fame on my big whitetails. I've got this little corner here decorated. I got the Grand Slam of turkeys. I love the turkey hunt. Been turkey hunting since the early 1980s, back when NWTL first started. I love to fish. I grew up bass fishing with my dad. We've done a lot of fishing around the country, and especially here in Tennessee and South Florida. And then I like to offshore fish, and the product that we're going to be demonstrating today is so beneficial for me, keeping these trophies looking good, and it takes care of everything. It doesn't matter whether I'm cleaning a deer or an African animal or a fish or whatever. This product's really good, so I'm excited for you to see it. We wanted to give you just a quick tour of the trophy room. This is kind of like my New Zealand corner, and I killed most of these animals, red stag and tar, chamois, in New Zealand. Over here, it's kind of like a different variety of, actually that's life-size elk, was killed several years, long time ago, but I kind of call this my dad's corner. I kind of set this up in memory of my dad who passed a few years ago, and this is me and my dad up on the mountain sheep hunting in British Columbia a long time ago. These are just some deer I've killed here locally around Tennessee and Kentucky, and over here I've got my African corner. I've been to Africa several times and really enjoy it, and so got a nice display of representation of my time in Africa, which has been awesome. I kind of call this my North American corner. Killed this buffalo on the Crow Indian Reservation many years ago with a bow. It was an incredible hunt. One of my favorites, the big brown bear from the peninsula, Cold Bay, down in Alaska, was a great hunt. Love to sheep hunt. Been blessed to sheep hunt around the world. I got some others being mounted right now. The Grand Slam there is one of my probably best and favorite accomplishments. Gotten some of my Wild Sheep Foundation and Grand Slam awards years ago, and hopefully someday I'll get to do some more sheep hunting. It's exciting. This is kind of our gathering area where we just like to come in, the man cave talking spot, and sit around and visit. This is a couple magazines that I was on the cover of years ago. North American Whitetail, which was always a dream of mine, and Rack magazine. To show you how long I've been doing all this, here's a National Wild Turkey Federation magazine from 1989, and I killed a big gobbler back in I think it was 88, and he's in the record books in this magazine. So been doing it a long time. This is I used to be on Pursuit Network. They had a fan favorite for TV shows contest there that year, and my show Spook Nation won the contest, so that was an honor. I love spending time with my kids. My daughter and my son both hunt, and love having them in the outdoors. The polar bear hunt was obviously one of the coolest hunts of my life. Bow hunting polar bear up in northern Canada, and none of it was quite an experience, and cold, but a lot of fun. Been blessed to chase some big mule deer around the country. I've been all over from Canada all the way to Mexico chasing big muleys, and been fortunate enough to to take some really, really good ones over the years. This has always been a favorite of mine. Shot that buck in Utah on Deseret at 103 yards with the bow. It was the best shot I ever made, so it was pretty amazing. And then we'll kind of finish up with just back into the whitetail world, some of my favorite bucks from over the years. T-Rex, which is a deer that's pretty well known, triple drop tine buck that I killed in Oklahoma a long time ago. And so just blessed to have been able to hunt some really big bucks, and I got some more being mounted. I can't wait to get those here, but I'm really thankful that I have a product like what Mr. Jim has invented to take care of these trophies. It can be overwhelming sometimes when you're trying to take care of this many taxidermy pieces, and having that product has helped me tremendously in doing that. And it's really easy, which makes a big difference when you're trying to take care of it. And if you're trying to clean and dust each one of these all the time, it can be a pain. So having his product's been amazing. So as great as it is being a hunter and such a passion of life, and we love to get our trophies mounted and display them and enjoy them throughout our lifetime and for other people to see and enjoy, one of the hardest parts is taking care of this stuff. Taxidermy can be a pain in the rear to maintenance and maintain. And I'm very thankful Mr. Jim has come out with a product that's amazing. I've tried it before. I've used it at different times when he's made me a couple of small batches and come in and demonstrated. And today I've got him here to actually demonstrate on camera how good it does. And it does several different things. It cleans the animal. It brings out a more vibrant color and almost a sheen to it. And then another thing that happens that a lot of people don't realize that can happen is it's easy to get moths in your taxidermy work. And Mr. Jim's going to start cleaning on this buck here while we're talking about it, and just show you how when he sprays this product on there, what it does. And another thing that's awesome about his product is you don't even have to wipe it off. He can just spray it on there, and it's just like the dust dissipates and goes away. Once it dries, it'll still maintain a lot of this shine that you see, and not having to like physically wipe the animals off is such a benefit, because you can just go around and spray it. You don't even have to wipe it off. And so you'll see how you can see it right here, just how more vibrant the color is than say when it was when he first started. And when it dries, it won't be quite as shiny as that, which that's not really natural. But when it's finished drying, it's going to look amazing, and you'll be able to tell right here just what it's going to look like. The fact that I can clean these animals and all I have to do is spray them, I don't have to wipe them off, and the fact that it keeps the bugs and the moths off the animals and out of the hair is priceless. And I've never seen another product that's capable of keeping your animals clean and keeping the mites and moths off of them like Mr. Jim's product. I'm very excited and have been for quite some time. Another thing that we'll get to here pretty soon is spraying turkeys. I mean, there's nothing harder than taking care of birds, things with feathers. These turkeys, strutting turkeys with their feathers standing up, taking care of those. Of course, deer hunters, there's a lot of deer hunters out there, and I've been in a lot of houses where you can tell that they need this product. And so Mr. Jim's product is priceless especially when you've got a big collection like this. But it doesn't matter whether you've got one deer and one turkey or whatever, you need this product to help take care of your mounts and preserve them so you can enjoy them for your whole life. So one of the things that can be most difficult when you're trying to take care of taxidermy work is the habitat. I love mounts that have habitat with them. Kind of gives you a more natural look and feel about the animal that you've killed. And here you can see I've got some oak leaves and rock in this habitat. Well, that's impossible to dust and take care of. I mean, it's just Mr. Jim's product. All you have to do is spray it on there and it just cleans it. And it's like, I can't give you any explanation about where the dust and the dirt goes, but it's not on the base or the habitat or the deer or the animal anymore. It just dissipates. And Mr. Jim's going to kind of demonstrate for us, you know, the effects of it as we're talking about it. But you can see it just brings out a vibrant, and yeah, it's wet right now, but when it dries, it still has a really clean, fresh look to it. And it's really the only way that you can take care of this stuff and keep it looking good is to be able to do something like this, because it's impossible to be able to wipe it off. I mean, I might could wipe on that rock a little bit, but it's not even necessary. And we'll work on the deer a little bit while that's drying, and we'll come back to it and show you what it looks like when it's dry. And he's going to demonstrate, you know, some obviously putting it on the antlers, which all of us like for the antlers to look good on our deer. And you'll see how all he's got to do is spray it on there. You see, we're not wiping it. And now that he's treating the hair, you'll see that once he sprays it and you just take it and wipe on it, and how smooth it just lays that hair down and makes it look so realistic and so clean. It's just priceless. It's the easiest cleaning product I've ever seen for anything, and especially for taxidermy and the habitat. We'll also demonstrate it on some other habitat that's got some greenery on it. It's great for silk plants. You can spray it on your silk plants in your house. Brings them right back to looking like brand new. So we'll display that here in a minute also. But you can see this is starting to dry already, and it'll just keep a really good look. You can see like a leaf right here that he didn't treat, and how it's got, it's still kind of dull looking. And so you can see how much brighter this looks and how the rock looks so much better. It's an amazing product. It really is. This particular deer's got some greenery to it. I killed this deer early season. As you can see, he's in velvet. And so, you know, spraying these fake plants like this, these are impossible to clean by hand. Another thing about Mr. Jim's product is all you got to do is spray it on there, and it'll just clean it automatically. It brightens it right up. Same way again with the rock in the habitat. It's just amazing what it does on the antlers and the plants. So if you have other silk plants or fake plants in your home, it's great for that. You don't have to worry about wiping them down, just spray it. Now, something that's impossible even to wipe off is velvet on a deer. And all you have to do is just spray this on there. It'll clean it, preserve it, keep the moths off of it, and just a great product. That's it. That's all you have to do. There again, keeps the hair. This is an early season deer with a real short-haired cape, so he's already really tight and sleek. And I'm just so appreciative that I have a product that I can take care of all this stuff like this. It's amazing. One of the hardest things to keep clean is a turkey, especially a turkey that's in some type of strut mode. Any bird really, but especially a turkey. And the turkey's head, keeping it, bright and vibrant like it was when you first got it back from the taxidermist. I got a Merriam here. Mr. Jim's going to spray it down and demonstrate, how it brings out the color and just cleans it right up. And it cleans the feathers. And like I said, you don't have to touch it or anything. You just spray it real lightly, and that's pretty much it right there. I mean, that's all you got to do. And another thing about the moths are really bad about getting down in the feathers of these turkeys. And so keeping them treated, keep the moths off of them, it's important. And this product does a great job. I was having some problems with some moths when Mr. Jim demonstrated this product to me several months ago, and I treated all my turkeys with Mr. Jim's product, and I haven't had any moths in my turkeys since then. So because Mr. Jim's product is so fast and efficient, we're moving right through the taxidermy room quickly. And that's another thing I like. It'd be hard for me to come in here and spend 2 or 3 days cleaning all this. With his product, I can do it in just a couple of hours. But also I've got some fish here. I love to fish, obviously, and I've been bass fishing ever since I was a kid with my dad. These 3 bass right here are old mounts. These are fish that I caught when I was a kid over 40 years ago, and Mr. Jim's going to spray these down and show you the difference in what they'll look like. You can tell I got to do a little repair work on this one, but these were I caught these back in the 80s, and then you can see how it just brightens them right up. And even when they dry, yeah, you can just see like the wood how much better it looks. And even when it dries, it's going to keep a cleaner, more vibrant color. I see it just brightens it right up. And we'll come back to it here in a minute and show you how it's able to keep that look. And this is a newer fish that I had mounted a few years ago with it's got the new transparent paint, which is used on most of the replicas now. And you can see how it makes those spots on that bass just pop whenever he sprays it down. And yeah, that's another one. Tiger fish, will clean him up. And once it dries, of course, these fish are so slick, it runs off of them a little bit, but it'll dry and it'll just look, just keeps that look like you just pulled him right out of the water. This kudu here is a really popular plains game animal out of Africa. Mr. Jim's going to come in and spray him down while we're watching, and you'll see how it just brightens him up once you start spraying his nose and face and eyes and then up on his horn. You just automatically see how the color just changes. There again, you don't have to wipe it off, which is insanely awesome. And it really doesn't take very much. We've sprayed a lot of animals here this morning already, and you can see how little we've used in Mr. Jim's bottle so far. So it goes a little bit, goes a long ways, and you'll be able to tell when it gets done. I mean, when it dries is what I'm trying to say. He's done spraying it, but when it dries, how it'll just maintain that color and clean look to it. There again, you don't have to worry about wiping it off or anything. Just amazing how much more vibrant everything stands out, how clean it looks. Looks like it did the day I killed him. Actually, it looks cleaner than the day I killed him. And look at that. It's just looks awesome.
That's all you do.
Looks amazing. There again, you can't even get any easier than that when you're trying to keep this stuff clean and not having to wipe it off, taking care of your habitat, the hair, the horns or antlers on the different animals. Can't beat it. I mean, it's about efficiency and how easy it is. Anything that's has a black color, they look awesome when they're clean, but when they show dirt, super easy. So Mr. Jim's gonna demonstrate his product on this Cape Buffalo. You're gonna see how when he starts spraying it, how it's just gonna clean it right up. The sheen's gonna come out of it. Look how his nose just boom, pops like that all of a sudden. And you'll see the same thing, same result with his horns. These Cape Buffalo have real coarse bosses that are hard. You can't get down in the nooks and crannies of them to dust. So being able to spray his product and then clean it without even having to wipe it off is amazing. And you can see how it just boom automatically cleans it right up. And you notice we're not carrying rags or anything. We don't even have to worry about wiping it off.
Don't hurt, doesn't it, land on?
Yeah, anything, if it gets on the, anything below, it doesn't drips on it or something a little bit, doesn't hurt it at all. To me, the leopard is probably the most beautiful animal on the planet. I'm not going to put anything on this. One of my favorite trophies, probably the luckiest hunt I've ever had in my life. And I definitely wouldn't be putting something on it unless I had 100% confidence that it was a great product and was going to preserve the beauty and lifespan of the piece of art. I call them pieces of art when they're done like this right here, so professionally, and looks so good and real. And, we just want to do everything we can to take care of it, keep it looking good. Here again, we got this habitat. It's impossible to keep clean any other way but just to spray it down. This spring makes everything pop, makes the color and the rock look better. And there again, we've sprayed a lot of stuff this morning already, and we've only used a half a bottle of his product. Yeah, it just makes that hair look so much brighter. Those spots look so much, just pop now, so much brighter. Yeah, so this is the Cape Buffalo. I actually had a little mishap. He tipped over on me one day. I got to get it repaired, but he's going to spray him down too some, and I'll show you how it helps the look of him.
See how it gets down in there?
Mm-hmm. That's the other thing, if you're trying to wipe it off with a rag, it's not getting in the hair. It's just kind of wiping off the top of it, and so it takes care of the dust and the dirt that actually gets down in the pores and the crevices and under the hair. And then also there again helps take care and prevent it from any moth damage, because they don't even want to be around it or on it. It looks a lot better.
There won't be no dust on it.
No, that's good. And then like this animal right here, he's kind of up there in the air a little bit. It's easy to, you don't have to worry about getting a ladder or anything. You can just spray him down. That helps, being able to spray like that and get up high. It really helps too. It's almost, this is really coarse and Scott, you don't notice it unless you get up and feel of it, how hard it is. You wipe a rag over it, there's no way to get down in all those crevices. So being able to spray it, gets down in there, just cleans it right up. He sprays these leaves on this fake fern right here. You'll see how it just, boom, pops, just really nice. I had a lot of these animals in storage while we were building a new house. So now that we've got it built and got them moved in, it's nice to be able to come in here and clean them up and get them to looking good. There again, gets down in all these little crevices. You don't have to worry about wiping it with a rag. Just spray it down. Looks like he just got out of the water hole in Africa. Makes that hair lay down smooth. Very nice. We chose also to spray this life-size Ninyala down because this animal is such a beautiful animal. The face and the horns and everything is so pretty. Now you're going to see how he is just going to come alive when Mr. Jim sprays with this product. And being able to do this without having to wipe it off or spend a lot of time on it is just priceless. It's got the habitat on him is very difficult to clean. I love the mound. I love everything about it, but it is very hard to take care of if you don't have Mr. Jim's product. Any of you guys out there that I know around the country that have these big taxidermy collections, you need Mr. Jim's product. Because once you put it on there, it's going to take care of it for a long time. This is not something you have to do once a month. How often, Mr. Jim, would you say would be a good
Months.
What's that?
It dust don't even stick back to it hard at all.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can wait a long time.
Well,
it keeps and preserves it for a
When
long
it's
time.
dry, it's slick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. Spraying that, yeah, those legs, just that coloration's just beautiful on the Ninyala. Then we'll spray down some of this wood and habitat and that green, and you'll see how it just looks better. It makes it look, how it pops when you spray it down. You see the difference in that wood, how much better it looks when you spray the rock. Mr. Jim's hand's gonna be getting tired in a minute.
I'm just fixing to change.
Like I said, it doesn't make any difference if it gets on the floor or whatever. It doesn't hurt anything. You just have to clean it. There again, having a product that'll take care of everything in your taxidermy room. Hide, horns, antlers, habitat, greenery, takes care of all of it. Last time Mr. Jim was here, probably 8 or 10 months ago, he sprayed down the nose and the head of this gator hide, and you can see how nice and shiny and clean it still looks. And then there was kind of all the product we had left that day, and you can see here how it's more dull, and you can see where the dust has a tendency. And Mr. Jim's going to treat this whole gator hide while we're filming, and you're going to see how it just changed and everything, and how much it's going to match this that he did months ago once he sprayed. Of course, you can really tell it on the dark parts of the gator how much difference it makes. There again, if you had to go wipe this whole thing down, it would be an enormous pain to do. But just being able to spray it like this, it just makes all the difference in the world. Put some right in that little pocket right there. There you go. Yeah. It just gets down in all the little crevices, and I mean, it just makes this gator hide pop. Shoot, I guess it would be good for your gator and snake boots too.
I absolutely will.
I got some stingray boots. I'm gonna spray on those.
Yeah, it's good on any of that. The second time you spray it, the third time you spray it, it gets better. Every time you ever spray it, it looks better because
That's
it
amazing.
bonds to each coat.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And it don't hurt your floor.
No,
you don't
no,
have to
I don't.
dry it or nothing.
I ain't even worried about it. Yeah, it don't hurt anything. I mean, I remember from last time how couldn't even tell it. But it just makes everything look so much cleaner. Makes the colors pop. The definition in the hide pops.
Clean your old teeth. That looks good.
Places like Bass Pro and Cabela's are really going to love this product too,
got a lot
because
of gators, don't
they got a lot of stuff to clean in those in their stores, and I got to believe they're going to love this product. They're going to want to be buying it by the 5-gallon buckets. It's hard to express how it puts your mind at ease about being able to take care of all this stuff, because a lot of people that come look at it, that's one of the things they say, like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine having to dust and take care and clean all this. Well, it's really not hard, you know, not at all. I mean, I can take a bottle of this and cover, you know, half the room in an hour, and if I got something else I need to do, I just come back and finish it a little later. But it doesn't take long to do it when all you have to do is spray it and walk away. It looks awesome. Looks like he just climbed out of the water. It's not like it only lasts a week or two or a month or whatever. It lasts for a long time. And like Mr. Jim said, every time you spray it down, it just enhances that color and brings out the vibrance of the different definition of the animal every time you spray it. So it's an amazing product.